Hey everyone, welcome to Your Market Insight. Marcelo's in here. As we approach the end of 2020, there is a definite collective sigh of relief as what has been an absolutely insane year for virtually everyone is coming to an end. Now, obviously the big news is that the vaccine has come out before the end of the year, which virtually every professional thought it was completely impossible. But they were able to defy those odds and actually produce a vaccine. And hopefully that's going to allow things in 2021 to resume some level of normalcy, which would be incredibly important for, the, let's say, 15 odd percent of the economy that is being severely impacted by coronavirus. And by that we mean virtually everything travel related, entertainment related, and food restaurant, that type of thing. From our perspective, what we saw going on obviously in China, it caused us a lot of concern, and we started hedging our portfolios, and that worked out. That worked out very well. When things really went down considerably, and yet we were able to to basically catch the inflection point for the most part and ride things back up. Doing that, being proactive and kind of understanding the situation has allowed us to outperform virtually every benchmark that we have. So we feel very, very good about the performance of our portfolios for this year. Granted, there's still a couple days left of the year, but barring some kind of crazy event happening in the next few days, we should severely overperform every benchmark. So for that, we're very happy with 2020. Now, looking forward to 2021, there are going to be some really interesting dynamics that are going to be taking place, and we're keeping a very close eye on those things. The biggest one for us is obviously employment, specifically in the sectors like travel, housing, restaurants, cruise ships, transportation. How that industry comes back, and obviously some of that's going to have to do with the rollout of the vaccine. But we believe that things are going to be rolling out pretty smoothly, and so we're pretty confident about that aspect of things turning around. Now, the other aspect of it, which we find really interesting, and people aren't necessarily talking about as much, is the potential impact of inflation or deflation, the amount of money the government's printing, interest rates, and how that's going to impact the markets. Obviously, there is a direct correlation between interest rates and performance of the stock market, and interest rates and how bond prices are performing. And we think that people need to keep a really, really close eye. Certainly we are, for interest rates, for any sign of inflation, and for the amount of money the government keeps printing. If things keep moving along, we think there's a pretty good chance that we're going to get some serious inflation, so people need to be prepared for that. And then if the government decides to take away the punch bowl early, we could see a pretty sizable pullback in the markets. And then obviously with everything being at all-time highs, basically across the board, we are concerned about asset prices as a whole. So it's just really important, while there are a lot of really, really good and really interesting opportunities, it's also really important that people keep a very close eye on the markets as a whole, and are able to react accordingly. So anyway, we'd love to get your thoughts and comments. If you have any questions, specifically if you want to know about the performance for our individual model portfolios and how our clients have done, feel free to give me a call. I'd be happy to provide you that information. And then if you have any other questions about the different kinds of things that we've been invested in this year, like uranium, for example, we'd be happy to share that with you as well. So hope everybody has a great New Year's and a super successful 2021.